Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to your attention, the T-80 tank of the 93rd Kholodnyi Yar Brigade. The unique feature of this tank is that it was the first production series tank in the world to use a gas turbine engine. And one more thing. These are tanks of the 93rd Brigade's tank battalion, captured in combat. This is Russian Lend-Lease, trophy tanks that are now fighting on Ukraine's side. And what we also want to highlight, besides all that, is these people right here. Here is Chernihiv, the crew commander, and also the gunner operator and the driver mechanic. These are exactly the guys who took part in the battle near the village of Bohdanivka, which is the very fight we're going to show you today in the video. A powerful operation where two tanks of the 93rd Brigade, one of which was this very machine, rolled out and using direct point-blank fire, simply tore apart enemy infantry that had dug in among the tree line. That's exactly the footage we wanted to show today, and we brought the men themselves here to give exclusive commentary. Serhiy, Stanislav, you're the crew commanders, right?
Yes, correct. We got mobilized at the same time, came here together, got assigned into this brigade together.
You don't mind if the cat stays in the shot? Dear viewers, I didn't pick him up. He came over himself. And who are we to tell the real owner of this place what to do? Okay, let's watch the video now. And you comment live on everything happening there. So from what I gather, the Russians had occupied this tree line. Had the higher ground?
They dug in there, fortified, laid low in ambush. Our task was to roll in, work them over in that tree line, and infantry was supposed to move in right after us. It was a tough spot to work. There's a massive elevation change, around a 30-meter difference, between the start of the tree line and the end. You see, the tree line runs kind of like this. That's what made it bad. You had to punch in and crush them, and stick the gun right into their trench. That would have been pretty effective, and pretty epic.
Here go your tanks rolling in. Stanislav breaks in first, and here comes Chernihiv right behind him.
So we wouldn't get in each other's way.
So you split the sectors and moved out. And now we can talk to Artem, tank company commander.
After leaving the staging area, they followed a planned route to the firing position. And from there, they began engaging the enemy.
Oh, that's the shot coming straight toward them, right?
Yep.
Here you're firing almost simultaneously, both the machine gun and the tank's main gun, just laying into them with everything. Let's clarify the weapons loadout on the tank. Main gun, that's a 125mm cannon.
Coaxial 7.62mm PKT and a 12.7mm NSVT, but not all tanks have them installed. The machine gun has to keep firing constantly, whenever you're not using the main gun, to make damn sure the enemy keeps their heads down. We had smoke deployed in advance.
And here we see the smoke screen kicking in, right?
Right? That was to cover the vehicle itself. We needed to screen ourselves from anti-tank guided missiles. We were firing into that tree line from literally 50 meters out, max 100 meters. But our smoke shells fly 200 meters and further. They had ATGMs, they just couldn't see us.
Thanks to this.
They couldn't see where to even shoot. All they did was lob artillery at us. Yeah, their artillery was working. Probably mortars and tube artillery.
Whoa, that was a direct impact right on the tank we just saw.
We were operating there by the left rear corner. Saw the flash. Everything seemed fine. We just backed up a little. Pulled back to link up with the boys. All good, all good. We keep working. We literally fired 2 shots. And Sviatoslavovich, our driver, punched a reverse. We did jump a bit. Honestly, we never did figure out what the hell it was. There was a flash. Thought maybe we were hit, but nothing swayed. Took a look, no smoke, not burning. Just dirt raining down. So, okay, must be artillery. We even intercepted some comms while observing, where the enemy said they'd spotted the tanks, and then suddenly lost sight completely. Hit something over there, just blast randomly.
Is it satisfying to hear that kind of feedback from your clients on the intercepts?
Of course it is. On the intercepts, they were screaming like hell. One disappeared. Another got wounded, shredded, someone's arm blown off. From where? Who's hitting us? They couldn't figure out who was firing. What was firing? Artillery? Not artillery, because it was too frequent. From where? They couldn't even hear. Didn't have time to process. We were already reversing away, and only then did they start realizing it had been a tank. And by that time, we were already halfway home, so to speak. Already putting the kettle on. That's right. Kettle was already boiling.
So in this video, we saw how you brilliantly did your job. Hit the objective, pulled back. A postscript, you get back. How are you greeted? I imagine people standing in 2 columns with wreaths and applauding as you climb out.
Nah, no girls in traditional dress with bread and salt waiting for us. What greeting? They just said, good job, reload. Head to the area where you're on rotation. Back on duty again. We rolled back, reloaded. Started fixing up the malfunctions we picked up during the action. Nothing major. And then they told us, that's it. Stand down, no need to head back out. We were thinking maybe we'd need to go again. We showed up and they just said, great job, well done, all good, low-key, Spartan style.
Just another routine workday for the tankers of the 93rd Brigade's Tank Battalion. Roll out like that.
Yep, we roll out, do the job, all good, roll back, all good. Mission accomplished, helped the infantry. That's our main task, to support the grunts, because infantry is our strength. Glory to the infantry.
Just a few days ago, these tanks, this very crew, were tearing up enemy tree lines like you saw in the video. But the weapons and equipment constantly need to be kept in full fighting order, which is why right now they're checking sight alignment. It's from this kind of routine work, from this kind of routine prep, that powerful operations like the one you just watched are made possible. This is a modernized T-72B3 tank. It came in for repair with a serious oil leak, and its engine won't heat up properly. Right now, water technical support troops from one of the brigades in Donetsk region are working to fix these issues.
We replaced the cylinder head gasket. Now we're tightening it down. Pulled the radiator. Took off the expansion radiator too. Washed it clean. Fine-tuned it a bit. Checked all the guides. Anything we could tweak up.
Trophy vehicles like this tank first fell into Ukrainian repairmen's hands during the Russian offensive in Kyiv, Sumy, and Chernihiv regions. Some of them even came with full loads of heat fragmentation rounds and guided missiles. Most of these tanks made it on their own tracks all the way to eastern Ukraine, where they went right back to work, paying Russia back with its own gifts in full. Now, these little bears once again need serious repair. To restore trophy equipment takes a lot of time, effort, and specialized tools. That just isn't possible to do under combat conditions.
When this type of gear comes in, you've got to figure it out. You understand yourself. All these wire looms, the cable harness, you've got to reinsert it all properly so the machine is ready to go back into battle.
In Ukrainian social media, there's even a joking phrase, Russian Lend-Lease, because so much captured gear has been taken that entire battalions are now equipped with it.
I'd say our entire unit is basically made up of trophy tanks, T-80s, T-72s, T-90s. Not in our company, but in the neighboring one. They even have their newest ProRiv T-90M. We were over there, saw it with our own eyes.